we were asking about. Ruchit Jain is also with us. Ruchit, quickly a view on the markets. Last 2 days rally, how would you sum it up?
Yeah, good afternoon, Pankaj. Well, it's a well-known breakout now about that 8,000 resistance, which everyone knew it was since last 3-4 months. And in fact, not only last 3-4 months, even in December 2015, it had acted as resistance. And recently in April and May, the same 8,000 had acted as resistance. So we have a breakout above those levels. Even last week we were talking that there are chances of a breakout on the upside rather than on the downside, looking at the previous trend. And now coupled with short covering as well as fresh buying, I think this momentum would continue further higher. 8240, 8250 is where we are targeting the Nifty to be in the short term.
Right, Ruchit, just stay on with us. About 90 seconds remaining for markets to close. I'll just come back to you. A very good day. Second day in a row, markets have done exceptionally well. It may be led by short covering, it may be the expiry impact as well, and results like Tech Mahindra and L&T, which has helped the market. But 143 points higher. Surely there is buying. FII numbers today would be important. 8,077 for the markets. First time the highest close in 2016. We will definitely close above the 8,000 level. It's just a minute to go. So even the adjusted close will not change that. So it will be the best closing in 2016. 500 points higher for Sensex. ONGC up 1.8. ITC, the top weightage for Nifty, up 2%. Idea Cellular up 3. Power Grid up 0.4. Adani Ports up 1%. Tata Power up 1.1. Bharti absolutely flat. Coal India flat. Cipla really no change, but that's probably because of results. Bharti Infratel was among the top losers. L&T was clearly the stock of the day. Yes Bank was up 2.7%. Tech Mahindra, second day in a row, doing exceptionally well. HCL Tech at the same time was down 1%. Infosys 2.4% higher, 1238. GAIL, that's a results impact, 1 to 2 rupees lower. HDFC Limited 1.9. HDFC Limited 1.30. Tata Motors DVR absolutely flat. Kotak Bank 3% higher. Sun Pharma a 0.25% decline. Z Entertainment 2 to 3 rupees higher. Lupin was as flat as it could get. Aurobindo Pharma 745, that's the closing bell that we can see. 141 is a provisional number. We'll get the adjusted number shortly, but I don't think that the change will be very, very high. We were around the 8,080 in the last 15 minutes, and that's precisely where we have closed as well. Let's look at L&T. It was the top gainer. There was a hint of short covering in the end as well, but 1470, 30% higher, 13.8%. Been one of the longest time that we've seen such a move come in on L&T. 13.8% higher for L&T. SBI results come out tomorrow, so 5.5% higher. BHEL 5%, 128, 129, 10 million shares traded. Axis Bank moved towards the end. So it was up 5%, but it moved to 4%, but it moved towards the end. Idea Cellular 3% higher. Kotak Bank 3% higher. Yes Bank up about 2.6, 1,022 for Yes Bank now. Infosys up 2.4. Tech Mahindra did very well, 2.3%. Tech Mahindra, don't forget, was up 10% yesterday, followed by another 2% move coming in today. Hindalco up 2.2. ITC up 2. ITC is the heaviest weight on the market. ICICI up 2. ICICI is also a heavy weight for the market. M&M up 2%, 1,337. HDFC was up 1.8 odd percent. There were a whole host of gainers today. Very handful of losers. So Bharti was down 1.7. HCL Tech was down 1. Eicher, Bosch were some of the other losers, but really no major changes one can say onto these numbers. Let's look at the broader markets, and let's start with a few names. So Ashok Leyland was up 8% today, 105 for Ashok Leyland. Ujjivan Financial, another results impact, up 11%, 297. Ashok Leyland, let's look at that one, 7.6% higher. There you go. They're the con call today. Very strong number. Adani Power 7% higher. Adani Transmission declared numbers, but Adani Power was also up 7 odd percent. India Bull Real Estate, IBREL as it's known as, at 100 rupees, 6.6% higher. This has really been one stock that has continuously done very, very well. VRL Logistics was up 5%, 291. SBI, of course, is the large cap, but was up about 5% or so. Let's get back to Ruchit. Ruchit, a lot of stocks that I have for you today. Let's first start with L&T. A breakout, despite a 14% up move, it can go up to 17,1800.
Yes, Manga, it's definitely a breakout. The stock has underperformed the broader market since a long time. We have seen that when the markets had corrected from July 2015 onwards till January, February, the stock was a leader in correcting. It had corrected significantly, but when since February the markets have started moving up, the stock had not shown any great performance on the upside. So it was due that in case there is some sort of short covering or some sort of positive news coming in the stock, the prices could rally very sharply. Now today after gap up opening also we have seen some good volumes coming in the stock, and the stock has also closed strongly near the highs of the day. So that's still a positive sign, and if anyone is looking from short term trading perspective, then 1542 is where the 61.8% retracement of previous entire corrective move is seen. So at least up to 1540 I'm seeing this stock should go, and in case the momentum then continues above that, then on the higher side 1680 1685 could be seen, but definitely that would it won't be a one way rally till 1680-85. First target would be 1540 1545, where some sort of then profit booking could be seen.
Right, but say if a stock like L&T goes up the way it is, can it take names like BHEL, some of the other players also higher with it? It's a sector leading company. It leads the valuation in the sector.
Pankaj, I think that could happen for a short while only. I don't think that a sustainable there would be a sustainable move in other companies just because L&T has moved much higher. I think they would perform on the individual basis. It's just the positive sentiment would take the other companies that we have even seen in BHEL today. It was up almost around 5% after this positive opening by L&T. So sentimentally it is positive, which would be good for short term, but ultimately the stocks would perform on the way their momentum would come in next few days. So I don't think that if one is looking for trading, then one should buy BHEL only because L&T has moved significantly higher.
Right. As far as Tech Mahindra is concerned, last time around you were quite gung-ho that below 500 you should not look at it, especially if it's trading below 480, one should not look at it. It's well above that. It's bounced back from the level of 480 which you had told us, below which one should not look at this name. How is it looking at 540?
So definitely there was a consolidation range which we were talking about earlier, and post results the consolidation range has been given a breakout on the upside, so that's a positive sign. And whenever such breakout comes from a big consolidation range, the trending move happens for quite significantly. So it's not that it is only a one day move or a 2 day move for Tech Mahindra. I think due to this breakout from consolidation, the broader trend for the stock has now changed. It has formed significantly corrected if you see from in last 1 year, from February 2015 to Feb 2016. So in 1 year it has shown a significant correction, and whenever some consolidation breakout comes, it's usually seen as a breakout from an accumulation zone. So I think the upside trend would get accelerated further in the stock. The technically 579, 589 is the next resistance zone. So I'm expecting the stock to at least go up to 580 in very short term.
Right, but how would you trade this name with what has happened? Which are the levels to watch? Like last time you had told us that when it was down, you had told us that 480, below that you would not want to touch this name. What's the level where you think it will start to face that resistance?
See, earlier resistance was around 495 to 480 was a narrow consolidation range. 495 was the earlier resistance, but definitely even that level is too far from current levels. So any retracement of this current up move, if it comes, for example, 515 to 520 would now become the support range for the stock. So any retracement around 515, 520, if the stock comes, now that would be a buying opportunity for this stock. And definitely, as I said, on the higher side, target would come around 575, 580.
Right. How would you look at Cummins India? Now, it's generally not a very well-traded name. It was down 6% today, maybe on the back of earnings. At a point of time, was down 11, 12%.
I think one should still wait and not do any kind of bottom fishing in Cummins India. The stock was taking support around 835, 840 earlier, but today not only the stock has broken that support, the support was broken with a gap down opening, and for the entire trading session after a gap down opening, there was a selling pressure in the stock with volumes significantly higher than usually what trading volumes are. So that's a negative sign for the stock. Some more declines could be seen in the stock. 735, 745 could be seen in the stock in near term. So do not do any kind of bottom fishing in Cummins India over here.
Right. How would you look at India Bull Real Estate? Now, time and again I have been asking you about this name, and time and again we have been talking. So 100 rupees now from the Feb lows. I think it is done phenomenally well. Even in the real estate space, it is done well. Is there upside from here on as well? We have spoken about it earlier around the 85-90 mark, but another 10% move. Do you see this being one of the sector leading companies?
Yes, Pankaj, definitely. Even last time I spoke about this, that this is an impulsive up move, and this is wave 3 which is being unfolded within this impulsive up move. So this is the strongest move within an uptrend which we are seeing in this stock. On the high side, this wave 3 of this impulsive 5-wave up move should get completed around 100, somewhere around 108, 109 levels, where earlier resistances are there. Once it goes to 100, 108, 109, then too I don't think there would be sharp correction in this stock now, because the downtrend for the stock is over. High top, high bottom formation now has started taking place in this stock. So once it goes over there, then some sort of sideways consolidation would coming, wherein the prices would consolidate after testing 108, 109. So the uptrend would remain intact. Definitely, who have already bought the stock should continue holding the stock at least up to 108, 109, where this rally could get extended up to.
Right, Ruchir. Thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you. The stock of the day, of course, was L&T. It was up 14%. It was coming in because of a strong Q4 performance.